What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm barely getting used to this talking to a camera, so sometimes I have the tendency of looking at you guys through my own fucking computer screen. Um, okay, so let's do this. This is day 8. If you're new to my channel, this is day number 8, where I am trying to robotically affirm or stay in the assumption of manifesting money out of thin air. So I started this channel to do just that, to put these theories to the test with all these gurus, Neville Goddard, and I really don't want to repeat myself, but this is day 8, and I just wanted to provide an update to those of you who are following my channel. I didn't do a day 7 because I had a lot going on yesterday, so I couldn't really update you guys, but I'll update you guys today. So I've been robotically affirming the affirmation or staying in the assumption that I always get paid to exist and I always receive large amounts of money out of thin air. I am a money magnet. I am a millionaire. And I'm putting this to the test. I think I started this with, can we really robotically affirm our way to millions of dollars? Can we make this happen? Although you're supposed to be detached, and you're supposed to be detached at all times from your manifestations, from the things that you desire, because you already have them. We are playing with the law to test it, to see how much of this is real talk, and how much of this is nonsense. Because after a while, you kind of get, you see a lot of people just commenting and talking about affirming for years and so on and so forth. So I'm gonna do this journey. I'm gonna document my journey and trying to see if a lot of these things add up, if this stuff is legit, and so how do I do it? How am I doing this, right? So the best way that I can possibly document me manifesting, because manifestation is real, there's no doubt about it. However, everybody's experience is completely different, right? Some people manifest instantly, some people don't manifest instantly. Let's just be realistic. Some people will never manifest the things that they want, right? So I'm trying to understand in what way can I test this, so that way that if it does work, I can teach it at some point, or I'll just offer it, for 2 people. And going back to what Neville says, you're supposed to live in the end. You're supposed to, remain in the assumption. So that's what we're doing. We're testing the law, and I am doing robotic affirmations for 10 to 15 minutes a day. This is my journey. This is definitely my journey. I'm documenting. I'm doing this for about 90 days because I feel like that's more than enough time to, penetrate the subconscious mind with this affirmation or with this assumption. Anything after that, I feel like it's just a bunch of, I don't know what you want to call it. But so day 8, I see a lot of people are reacting to me in a very nice way. More people are friendly. I am getting a lot more people that are interacting in a very positive way. A lot more communication happening in my social space. Obviously the norm, which is angel numbers, but I think everybody sees those, so it's nothing special. There's a sequence of numbers I see more frequently than others, so maybe that has something to do with it, although I don't know what that means, so I won't get into that. But I do know that, the more you do this, the more you robotically affirm, the more detached you start to become. The more it just sort of like, you just become so detached from the thought or whatever that may be. Because I feel like at the beginning, your brain starts looking for these things that you're trying to manifest, or you already have, but it's trying to find them in the 3D. And it creates some sort of anxiety or some sort of, frustration. So you want to make sure that you did the exercise to a point where it just becomes habitual, where it's no longer getting in your nerves. It's no longer, putting you in a state of indifference, or like when you feel like, lack, because that's kind of the biggest issue with this stuff, is that you start sometimes, depending on how much you put into this, and the whole point is to detach, right? So the key is detachment. When you're doing this exercise, make sure you detach. As soon as you get up in the morning, I'd like to do a little bit of, I like to thank the universe. You got to thank the universe and God. Just say thank you for another day. I'm grateful for all my blessings and the things that are to come, and for my manifestations. You just want to make sure you put that out into the universe, because the universe is always listening to you, and we're all one consciousness. And but try to do the affirmations 3 times a day. Don't change it. 3 times a day. If you want, you can do it longer. It's up to you. I get paid to exist, and I always receive large amounts of money out of thin air. I am a money magnet. I am a millionaire. And I'll tell you guys things that I'm seeing. Is money coming to me from random places? Am I meeting people that are giving me opportunities? It doesn't necessarily mean money's gonna come out of a freaking sky, right? This thing can be inspired action for different things that can take place and can unfold. So that's the reason I'm documenting my journey, to see, not just journal it and write it out, but I think it's better when I talk, because I can at least go back and be like, okay, yeah, I remember that. I remember this. I remember this. It's easier for me to talk it out than to write it out sometimes. So, but yeah, so, more people are, they're being more talkative, a little bit more awareness. Definitely feels like time has just slowed down. I feel like I don't feel like I'm a real person sometimes. I feel like I'm just consciousness, and I'm just basically, this is just my physical body, and whatever's happening in here and whatever's happening in here is a completely different programming. I feel like you do get into a state of neutrality. Once you hit that state of neutrality, you just kind of don't care so much. You're so detached with whatever happens with the affirmations, or with the things that you desire the most. And you want to get to that state. You want to do this consistently for 7 days. Start there. Once your affirmations are fully memorized and penetrated into your mind, then you're going to be able to penetrate them essentially, or eventually, into your subconscious. And that's the goal, to penetrate these thoughts into the subconscious mind, so that way we can, move the universe and whatever, and inspire the universe to do what it needs to do in our favor, right? So this is just a quick update, guys. This is day 8. I'm doing robotic affirmations. I couldn't post yesterday because I was a little busy doing other things. And excuse the backdrop. I'm not trying to make this a fancy podcast. I don't give a fuck. I'm just trying to document my journey and show you guys what happens on my daily basis. As soon as I'm done robotically affirming, obviously you can't think negative when you're done robotically affirming. You can't think from lack. You just gotta have to just enjoy your life. Go do things that just make you happy. Focus on work. Focus on a hobby. Go out with friends. You can't go thinking negatively after affirming for 20 minutes on the things that you want. And those are the things I'm testing. I'm testing every single thing on these books. Everything, I'm not going to tell you, you got to be at this level of vibration, this and this and this and that, because there's some things that are not, they're just quantifiable. And you really can't, even if you try to explain them, it's hard to explain them because people feel different. Everyone's different. Everyone is fucking different. This is why these gurus, sometimes they trip me out, because it's like, well, you got to vibrate at this level. Like, come on, dude. Are you trying to, how do you even measure, quantifying this? How are you measuring this? So just do your affirmations, see what happens. Join me in my journey if you want, and I will document any little thing that is happening. This is my day 8 of repeating the affirmation. I get paid to exist, and I always receive large amounts of money out of thin air. I am a money magnet. I am a millionaire. So remember, stay consistent, and you remember, you already have this. If I'm speaking in third person, sometimes it's just so educate people on YouTube that don't know what this is. But, essentially is because I am already living in the end, and I'm only robotically affirming to remind myself of the things that I already possess and desire and I want. So, so that's my update for today, guys. Just, a little bit more aware of my environment. My affirmations are just playing in the back of my mind most of the time now. I don't even do them 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I do them all the time now. So, but the whole point is to enjoy this. This is an enjoyment exercise. You're supposed to have fun doing this. This is fun, It's hard to believe at the beginning, I know, but it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be engaging. It's supposed to just change your perspective on your reality and life. So let's see. Let's see what we can do with this law. We'll play with it for 3 months, and then I can tell you guys if this is just people taking your money or this is legit. And I don't give a damn who comments below and tries to bash on me. I'm testing it. I'm testing it in real time. And I have all the things that I need. So I'm fully detached from these manifestations. I'm fully detached from the affirmations. I'm sorry. There's things I do want and I'm affirming for, right? But I'm testing the money one to see if we really can shift the universe in our favor and manifest millions of dollars like a lot of these gurus say that we can out of thin air, right? Not without having to work or move a single finger unless it's inspired action. But hey, all we can do is test the law and see what happens. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm a little tired today. Had a long work week, but I'll update you guys again hopefully tomorrow. That will be my day 9. If not, the following day I'll come back. But thanks for watching, and remember, I get paid to exist, and I always receive large amounts of money out of thin air. I am a money magnet. I am a millionaire. Can we manifest millions of dollars out of thin air? Let's put it to the test, guys, and see if we can do it in a few months. Have a good day, guys. Till next time. Peace.